134. 30th of March 2020. UCL, please answer me now. Feeling pretty good today, with more focus than yesterday, lol. Also going to be a bit earlier. Well, hello there, you guys. Oh my god, today you are met with an oracle. You are met with an oracle, and why is that? You may be wondering. That is because I do you guys remember last week when I said, last 2 weeks ago, last episode when I said, when I start with TikTok and podcasts and stuff, my life always becomes crazy. And I was a bit worried about my trip to Sweden. Oh, well, I mean, my oracle powers are simply unmatched because absolutely all of that came true. These 2 weeks have been the most chaotic weeks since I moved to Iowa. So last year, before pre-Iowa, these 2 weeks have been the most chaotic yet iconic in a very long time, and I'm gonna tell you guys all about it. It's a tale filled with anxiety, embarrassment, anxiety, and chaos, and but it's also been very iconic. Let's not forget. Okay, you guys. Hi. But oh my god, anyways, first, how are you guys doing? Oh my god, I always wonder how you guys are doing. It's May now. It's May. It's low-key spring vibes. It's actually so hot here in Iowa. Oh, when I came back from my fucking exorcistic trip, I need an exorcism, but from that trip, I was met with such a warm breeze when I walked out here in Iowa, and that really just set my mood alight. Oh my god, it's been I've been yearning for Iowa summer so bad, halfly yearning for it, because Iowa summers are obviously, as we know, traditionally can be so intense, hot and humid. Intense, hot and humid. That is me. Anyways, summer is very up and down here in Iowa, but I just want the warmth, the trees, the green trees. I love a big green tree in the summer when it's super green, sun is shining. I cannot wait for that. So it feels really good, and all the plants here, it literally is summer now, and it feels so amazing, so crazy. In Stockholm, the weather was not like this. It was fucking cold and low-key freezing a lot of the time. Are we shocked? Not in the sense, Sweden usually does have very bad, honestly bad summers and springs. It's cold as fuck, and it was cold as fuck. Anyways, I'm so happy that summer is coming. I feel very enlivened. I want to get a bit tan as well. I'm so much more hot in the summer because I love a tan. I feel so fresh and just Swedish people are also obsessed with tanning. I feel this is a very overlooked fact. Swedish people, once the sun comes out, we all fucking gather, frolic outside the second sun comes out, and it's really nice. But yeah, no, so excited for summer. It makes me so much more happy. But I mean, in 10 days, I'm leaving for Sweden again. Oh my god, can you guys believe it? I haven't even told you about my past week, but in 10 days, I'm off again. However, thankfully, this time I'm going home to Gothenburg, which is gonna be so nice and wholesome. And I need some wholesomeness. I'm gonna go and oh my god, I'm gonna go and meet all of my friends, my family, and my brother is graduating, and graduating Sweden is this massive thing. It's called studenten, and we all wear sailor caps. It's a very peculiar attire, but it's no, but I love it so much. I miss it so much. And of course, my graduation took place in, guess what year? The year of dreams, 2020. Ooh. So yeah, we barely got a graduation. The Sweden was very non-strict at all. Those are the times. So funny also that the journal entry that I wrote was also written in 2020. Girl, it is it's all one world we live in. So yeah, no, I'm going to Sweden in my hometown. It's gonna be so fun. Like I'm so excited for my brother's graduation. He's actually going to the US after this. So like, oh my god, two brothers in the US. But I mean, that'll be so iconic for him. Love that. So, I'm super excited for that. Also, like, see all of my family. And yeah, it's gonna be super cute. But like, I am not fit for travel. I am not mentally fit for travel. Like, oh my god, right now after this, I'm just so exhausted. But oh my god, it's been so nice coming back to Iowa. But anyways, let's do a recap. So, starting off, where does this journey begin? It begins roughly 2 weeks ago. I remember podcasting like the day before I was leaving, which is so diabolical for me. Oh my god, my sense of time management has like never existed. And I like, will it ever exist? It has to, because like it's so disrespectful, like being late and stuff. Anyways, and also guys, I've also been ill. I've also been sick for like the past 2 days. We'll get to that, but like maybe that's why I'm like a mess, a hectic mess. And yeah, like I get up early in the morning. My aunt drives me to Des Moines. It's like super nice, super lovely. However, oh my god, I just remembered as well. I also forgot my necessaire. What's that called in English? Like my toiletry bag. So like that was the first thing to go wrong. Like obviously that happens all the time. I forget that like the flight goes really well. Like I usually like the flights. Oh, do I? Like I usually like the flights towards Sweden because you can like sleep on the plane and it's not that rough. Like it's the way home that I guess really dark and twisted sometimes. But anyways, the flight goes well. I arrive in Stockholm. It's like a Wednesday morning, and I basically like work from home that day. And I was like, it was super chilled and everything. And then I live in my dad's apartment. Oh my god, oh this story. I live in my like dad's apartment in Stockholm because he like works there, and yeah, I mean, like, it was super, like, fun seeing him. I hadn't seen him in a long time. We went out for, like, dinner and stuff. It was super wholesome. Talked about everything, like, my life here in Iowa and stuff. And it was really good. And then my brother also came. Like, nothing really happens. Oh, no. No, that comes later. Okay, so first off, we have this night, blah, blah. This is on Wednesday morning. On Thursday morning. No, on Thursday evening. It is the premiere event of Sveriges sämsta bögklubb, aka Sweden's worst gay club, which is the reality show slash documentary produced by SVT that I have been filming for like such a long time. And like this was like the highlight. Oh my god, wait, the necklace. So the premiere for the documentary was on Thursday evening. And I mean, like my Thursday was good. Like I worked a bit in the morning. It was really fun. I was like very excited, but also very nervous because we got to see the first two episodes. So I was like, and I had seen nothing of this show before, like at all. So I actually had no idea what to expect whatsoever. So yeah, no, like we go to this event. I meet loads of like the cast or like I don't know the people who were in it, which was so fun. And like I got to see them again. And like also and like the producers as well. Like it was really cute and wholesome. Like there were such fun people there, eternally thankful for that if it's he. But then we go into the cinema. Basically, yes, it was at a cinema. We sit down, and the two first episodes of the TV show airs, and oh, I don't even know if you guys can like watch it because it's like only available in Sweden. But like seeing it for the first time drove me absolutely nuts. I got such bad anxiety. Like obviously it was so fun seeing myself, but like I was also in it a lot for like the first couple of episodes. So it was very jarring, you know, because this is going to be shown on like cable TV, which still gives me so anxiety. Oh my god, it airs every Wednesday. So it was actually airing a couple of hours ago in like Sweden. But yeah, no, I'm gonna like seeing it. Like I didn't think that I was doing anything like super like I don't know bad, but I was just acting very I don't know. I was acting in a way. I was no, but it was very like authentic, or like me, but also like obviously I'm still in front of a camera, so it was very jarring to watch. But basically, like the first episode, is basically like us walking around in Stockholm, trying to get this club open. It's very actually carefree and light. Like I do like that a lot. And it's basically us like partying and also like I don't know, doing really fun stuff together. And like I was funny at a few times, which I'm happy for. But yeah, like there's only the two first episodes, and there are five in total. And that came out on the Sunday, so I had like a few days here in between. Okay, so this day I was planning on, like, okay, it's a premiere event, like I can like let loose a bit, like I've been in Iowa for so long. But no, no, you guys. Like 3 hours before the event, my manager is like, "Oh, well, like tomorrow, morgonstudion is what they're called. It's called like the morning studio. It's like a big Swedish morning news thing." And then he says like, "Oh, Philip, just so you know, tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. we are going on live TV on this morning studio, which also like airs everywhere. I don't know how this didn't like fucking freak me out." And he was like, "So yeah, we can't like go too hard tonight." So I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be like my night, of like letting loose. Like I've just watched this TV show by myself, so I can like not think about that too hard. But no, absolutely not, you guys. I get home at 2 a.m. or like at 1:30 a.m. I go to bed, and then I wake up at 6:30 a.m., which like doesn't sound too bad. Like for me, oh my god, when I don't get enough sleep, it gets really dark. I feel so fucking awful. So like maybe I am just like a diva for eating so much, but like I do need that sleep. Especially when I'm going on live TV. Holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck. Anyways, that morning I get ready. I do everything. Like my hair like it looks good. I thankfully wear a blue knitted sweater. And this sweater looks so good on camera. Thank God. I do like myself like a dark blue, dark green. So yeah, I get to the SV-huset, which is where like everything's recorded, and like behind like a new studio is so like interesting to see like how it is, because it's just like a room. It's just like massive like warehouse rooms almost. They're like black, and then it's like scenes. What's it called? Like not scenes, but like props. Like it's just like a pop-up scene. It was so bizarre to see. Like I thought it was like a room, but no, it's like a studio. But like that's super cool to see. We get there, blah blah. I'm there with like Jonas, who's like the manager and the producer, and the producer as well, another guy. And yeah, we get led into the room, we sit down, and then they're like, "Okay, we're live," and like I don't know, 10, 9, blah blah, they count down. It turns to one, and like, bitch, I'm online, like I'm live on TV. And I try to like strike a balance of like locking in, of course, but also kind of like being like so relaxed. And I was just basically just like sitting in the couch the whole time, leaning back, like crossing my legs, like fidgeting as fuck with my like fingers and like hair and arms. But that happens sometimes. And then yeah, like I give a few good responses. I mentioned Iowa. Oh my god, you guys! I mentioned Iowa on national live broadcasting TV. Yes, yes, yes. Like Iowa is truly a part of me and all of us, and like the whole entire Sweden now. Like I get asked a question that's like, "Oh, well, like you have moved to Iowa, because like that's like a storyline in the plot." Like how iconic! Like, oh my god, me living here in Iowa is also part of the plot of this like massive TV show. So like, what if I just told a load of Swedes what Iowa is? Well, yes, represent, represent, represent. Oh my god, everyone deserves to try Scotcheroos, Casey's. Oh, Hy-Vee, corn on the cob, authentic corn on the cob here in Iowa. Amazing things. But yeah, no, like I talked about that and just like, oh, I love my life in Iowa. And they were like, oh, okay. But I just owned it and it was so much fun. So yeah, no, that was a really fun morning. And then I just like went home and slept and just like waited the whole entire day. Like the start of the trip was actually really nice. It was really fun. Like obviously it was nerve-wracking watching the first two episodes, but I kind of felt fine after that. I'm just like, okay, well, it is what it is. So then Friday and Saturday, I I think I just like nothing too like dramatic or like peculiar happens. Like I just go out with my friends. It's pretty fun and chill. Like on Saturday, like what did I do? Like I actually don't even remember those days ago. I was in Stockholm for such a long time. Honestly, too long, too long. Like girl, you should have gone home this Sunday, because like after that, no, 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 no. So Sunday rolls around, and Sunday is the release date of Slicing the Bird Club on like the Swedish streaming service. And I mean, oh, so like I meet up with one of my best and oldest friends, Ellen. We're in Stockholm, and like, oh my god, thank God I had her because like we've been friends since I was like 10 and moved to Sweden. Like, she was one of my first ever friends. She's also kind of like English. It was like international. Um, and yeah, she's just been amazing. So we hang out the day, we make dinner stuff, blah blah, and then we sit down to watch the full thing. Like the full five episodes released at one time. Like, honestly, maybe for the best. So we like start binging it, and like episodes in one and two are like fine. But then when I'm watching it back again, I'm kind of like, oh, like some of the things I say, and then blah blah. And then episode three, I think, yes, like even worse. Like, that was the worst I felt when watching that for the first time. I also probably was a bit like, had some like anxiety from like the day before, maybe like 2 days before. But like, oh my god, I had so much anxiety watching this, and I think it was because like sometimes it was a bit, in gay guys like being a bit like inappropriate, or like they was like Jonas would be like a bit inappropriate, and I'd be like, oh, did he have to have that when I'm like in frame, like blah blah. And then I was also like, I know, I think I was like, was I like shirtless maybe in a scene? That was also a bit like, oh, like I don't need, because like on SVT, it's a lot of like an older audience, and I'm like, oh, do they really need to see me like that? But like, thankfully, like I wasn't that bad. Like, obviously my manager is so much worse because he's like not a psycho, but like he loves being an absolute like maniac when it comes to like ideas and shit that he says. So actually, like, that's one of the good parts, that I do like a lot more, I don't know, calm with him. But still, there were some storylines I was kind of like, oh, did that really have to be there? Because like, also, this happened, like, this started filming 2 years ago. Like, this whole process started 2 years ago, and I was a different person at that time. Well, like, not a different person, but like, I just wasn't as matured yet. And I can absolutely see that. And like, now, like, all of Sweden might also be able to see that. But you know what? I'm proud of it. Like, girl, I was doing fun shit. So, YOLO. YOLO, and Idgath. As you know, guys, those are the sayings of. Oh, I need to improve my vocabulary, you guys. Ugh. Okay, so Sunday happens, and like, obviously my reaction at first is kind of like, oh, what is this? And like for a few days I'm like, oh my god. I think I just had anxiety as well, because like I was in Stockholm, like it was like so chaotic. But yeah, it was kind of tough actually the first few days. But like now I'm good. Now I feel so much better. Now I feel so iconic, especially when I'm not in Sweden anymore. However, I am going back in 10 days. I love torturing myself. No, like, oh my god, that sounds so dramatic. It's actually not that bad. Like, I truly feel fine about it now. But anyways, Sunday comes around, blah blah. That's everything fine. Then, then I feel like then it starts going downhill. So like Monday and Tuesday are fine. Then on Wednesday, my dearest friend, oh my god, no, this trip was so iconic and so weird. I'm gonna take everything back. But like, it's like dramatic. But I'm gonna, of course, I love this trip so much because my best friend Nashwa from London came to Stockholm. And she came from Wednesday till Saturday. And yeah, no, oh my god, that was like, we had such a fun time. I hadn't seen her in like 1.5 years, and it's so iconic as well because Nashua is like, I text her like every day, and like even about like the podcast and my life and like TikTok, she helps me out so much. So like, it was so fun chatting with her about chatting to her about like the podcast and everything. Like, we just like such a fun, creative, like iconic duo. Like, I love those friends where I can just like talk about random shit, but also like creative stuff, goals. Oh, I just love that. Like, guys, those friendships are the most important ones we have, where you can like go a bit deeper and like talk about exciting things, because fun life is fun and exciting, and if not, we can always make that. It was so fun to hang out with her. Like, we went out to restaurants. It was really nice. It was a very good time. But however, this first trauma arises on one of our nights out. Was it Thursday? It was Thursday. Yes, it was Thursday. So like, we had such a good evening, such a good night. We went to like the super cute like Italian place right across the road, and we basically go out, and like, I wouldn't say that I was so drunk, but my I was just so bad, guys. Like, the pockets of my leather jacket, when I don't close them, things go out. Because like, I've dropped loads of stuff from those pockets before, but somehow I never remember to like like zip in my pockets going, is this just coke from me, guys? I'm just a fucking stupid, reckless bitch. Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, no, like we're out the whole entire night, but then when I'm on my way home, I check in my jacket pockets, and the keys are gone. And like right at that moment, my heart dropped. My demeanor dropped. And I just collapsed. No, I didn't collapse. I retraced my paths to the two bars that we'd been at. There was no sign of them. No sign of them. No sign of them on, the pavement. Should I give up or should I just keep chasing pavements? Honestly, in my world, it's not worth chasing pavements because you won't find the key either way around. So I didn't find a key. It was like 3 a.m. and like obviously I didn't have a reserve key. The nearest key is in Gothenburg because that's where my dad has the key. So I'm fucking locked out. I'm like, oh, it was honestly one of the that night was so unbelievably traumatizing, or like so bad. I was so distraught. So I just sleep at Jonas, my manager's place, and like that was fine. But then I woke up the morning afterwards, being like, "Fuck, I need to find these stupid keys." Um, and that's what I did. Like I went to every single bar that we've been at. We've been to 3 places. I went to all 3 places, retraced the steps, the exact steps we took from the club like to the bar. Like the people like walking on the street must have thought I was a fucking maniac and lunatic because I was like looking down on the road like a fucking mouse, like looking after cheese, or like a dog. I was like looking down, like looking around, searching for something that was simply not meant to be found. I never found the keys, and that was like just so depressing. So depressing, so fucking depressing. And like the reason this is so like bad is because this has happened once before, that my keys got like lost temporarily, but I did find them the last time. But the thing that happened before was that it happened once before, so I just felt so dumb and irresponsible. But then I had to call my mom and dad and get them to send up a pair of keys by train. And like obviously they were going on a train on a random day, so they had to go up to like the train station, to like the perron, or whatever that's called, like the platform, and look for like a kind couple to give the keys to, because they were going to Stockholm. Give the keys to them and say, can you guys please handle this to our stupid, irresponsible idiot son who like can't take care of anything. Obviously they didn't say that, but like, that's what they should have said. That's what I deserved. So yeah, they sent up the keys with a lovely couple, a lovely couple. They were so kind. They were from Gothenburg. They were in Stockholm, and yeah, they gave it to me, and I was embarrassed, but also like, I mean, that's life sometimes, you guys. Honestly, that is life, and like, I definitely shouldn't have freaked out that much, but like, I was just like hungover, kind of like had no place to be. I was a lost, wandering soul. But it sorted itself out. Thank you, mom and dad. I love you. Oh my god, you guys, there's like a weird piano music playing outside of my door. And I mean, I actually don't have the balls to go and look out because like, if there's some freaky shit going on, I just don't need to take part in that. Honestly, I don't need to take part in that. But oh my god, this story doesn't sound that like traumatizing, but in the moment it was so unbelievably bad. Like imagine like combining the stress of like the TV show where I felt like where like that didn't like feel so good in the beginning, combined with this like being locked out of your house. Like I had to like go to my friend Felicia's place, but then she was leaving, so that was also just so stressful. And that was really, really bad. I had such bad anxiety. I was crying the whole entire day. It was actually so bad. Um, but then yeah, no, Thursday, I get in on Thursday, or like on Friday. Friday was actually the best day by far, I'd say. Because me and Nashwa and her friend that she met called Svea, who's like the loveliest girl of all time, we like met up at like a bar, Studehof in Stockholm. That's like Nash's favorite place to go. And yeah, we always like spoke, like met with Sophia. We spoke loads, had just like a good time. Went to like some fun in bars. And also like speaking of Nashville, like she's also a very big part of the story, or like the actual story of this podcast. She's a very big part of it, and like it's so iconic having her in it as well. We hung out with them, it was so fun. And like honestly, not too much more happened that I'd say. After that, it was just like Saturday chilling. But then, yeah, I mean, on Saturday evening, I felt a sensation in my throat. It wasn't of the nice kind. Oh, you guys. No, no. I felt a really horrible sensation in my tonsils, and that is what. That is that I woke up on Sunday morning with the worst throat pain I've ever felt in my entire life, entire life. And my friend Nashwa had also felt like a throat pain. It's like we were in it together. It's like obviously one of us must have like, I don't know, like, do we make out? That's not something I remember, but Nashua let me know. Like, we both had this terrible throat pain. Mine was worse though, of course, because like me and my like tonsils have the worst of relationships. Like my tonsils are my biggest fucking ops in the whole entire world. Like, why haven't I cut them off yet? Honestly, off with them. Off with the devils. I have ops in my fucking this whole session is kind of like strange. It's really, really strange. But like, anyways, I woke up with the worst pain in my entire life. But then I had to travel that day. Because on Sunday I went home. So on Sunday I like wake up. It's the worst thing. I take like 3 ibuprofens, 2 paracetamols, like drug the fuck out of myself. It didn't help. It didn't help with the pain whatsoever. And I was like, okay, well, my stupid life. I just have to like get through with this. So I did. I went to the airport. I watched. Oh my god! No, but like actually on the plane was quite enjoyable. Like even though my throat was absolutely killing me, it felt like I was swallowing swords, ice swords. It was like prickling my throat. I still kind of thrived because I was on the plane watching this new anime. Oh my god! I've gotten so into anime recently. It's called like I need to tell you guys about my animes that I like. Why can't I even remember what they're called? If this is like I binged so many recently. Like Witch Hat Atelier, I love that. But there are some other really good ones. I was watching that the whole time, and honestly, it was so nice. It's kind of like inspiration for things, and it's just like it's like a good fantasy anime. So I was watching that the whole plane, but in the end, it gets really, really tough. Like I'd been up since 6, and I arrived back in Iowa in Fairfield at like 11 p.m., which is 6 a.m. So I'd been up like traveling for 24 hours. It was a lot. And yeah, like obviously it's such a privilege to be able to travel. So like it was very, very fun. But it was just that I was so ill. And like I've been ill. Like I've been at home the whole entire week. But we persevere, you guys. Thankfully I got antibiotics and it's going away. She's got away. Thank God. But other than that, it's actually been really good. Like, except for me being super ill, it's been so nice being back in Iowa. And this has made me think a lot about things. And that's like how much better I feel in Iowa. Like I just made a TikTok about this, but I feel so much more at peace and at home here now. Who would have thought? Like honestly, not me, but I truly feel it feels so like harmonious being here and like very calm. Like, I have my own place, I have my job, I have some like distance as well from like Sweden, like all the chaos there. It truly is like a safe haven for me right at this moment. And it feels very good, very, very, very good, very, very nice. It also made me think about like places, being cool to places and kind of feeling that cooling for something more. It could be something more like, exciting or something more calm and like wholesome. And I think especially when I'm in Sweden right now, like before I was in Sweden, I definitely felt that cooling for like for one a different place, and also for like a more um peaceful place. And Iowa was the fucking perfect place to do that because obviously it's so like peaceful here, like with like fields and like nature and just like I don't know, there's not much that like there's not too much to do, but like you kind of like make up your own excitement when you're here and like you make it like so much fun, like so fun anyways. I really just felt like I remember booking my tickets to Iowa. It just felt like the right thing to do. Like my gut feeling was just like, okay, we're just gonna do this now. Like we're just gonna move to Iowa and see what happens. And like look at me now, like I'm like the happiest I've ever been in so long. Oh my god, it's been so nice. And I think what I take away from that is when you feel a calling to another place or that you need to move, you should definitely listen to that. And I think, and like obviously being able to move is like such a privilege, especially like, from like cross countries. Like obviously I know that's a great privilege, but I don't think it has to be that drastic either. I think just to be a noticeable change in environment, a change in like social settings, I guess, like some stakes, a change in the people you're surrounding yourself with. I think that does so much. And I think you kind of feel when it's time. Like, not that you have to do that, or like everyone has that cooling, but I think it's not even really about moving anywhere. I think it's about the feeling of being cooled to something or somewhere. And for me, it's often been a place, but I think it could also be in interests as well, hobbies, or just like directions of your life. And like that can be like in so many ways. Like maybe that's like getting a child, getting a new job, but that feeling of being cooled to something more and something new. I feel like that's my favorite feeling in the world. Like obviously, like it can be very scary, and at times when I've done it, oh my god, it's been so chaotic, but I think it's usually for the best. I also wonder if have you guys ever felt, or like if you guys think about, like, have you ever felt a cooling towards something different, something bigger? I know, maybe something more exciting, or something that just feels right in your gut. Like I feel like that was definitely me with Iowa, me with London, and me also like with some of my creative things that I've done. I don't know, taking some risks. Oh my god, I have a very funny story, but I'm gonna tell it in the next episode because this episode has been so long. But it's about like the first time that I actually went for something and said YOLO and fuck it. That was when I applied for Idol, Swedish Idol. That era was something else. That was, oh my god, a brave soul out in the world. But that was my first time ever really like, oof, doing something like that. But yeah, you guys, have you ever felt that cooling towards something else? What is like gut feeling? But also like I feel like something deep is in the heart as well. Listen to your hearts, listen to your hearts. And you guys, it's actually time for the results of our first ever tavern tattle that we embarked on. It was not a fierce debate at all. Oh my god, the tavern tattle was a one-sided battle. That's for fucking sure. And if you guys remember, the question was which brand represents Iowa better, Casey's or Hy-Vee? And I had no idea the results would be skewed this much. Like that wasn't much of a tattle, and it got Casey's got 95% of all votes. Hy-Vee got one singular vote, and Casey's got 21. You guys, like, obviously I would have voted Casey's as well because me and Casey's are like besties. I'm there every single day. But I do have some friends, that actually like really like and, die for Hy-Vee. And like, obviously you can love Hy-Vee as well. But I didn't think that it was that skewed towards Casey's. But you guys, I must say that I agree about this tavern tattle. I wonder why this is the case. Like, maybe there is something more like, I don't know, there's something more personal about like a gas station. I get it. Like Casey's, you will forever be my number one gas station. Like I will never betray you. I will never betray you, Casey's. I was actually there today and bought like a Coke, Diet Pepsi, of course, Stream. But also I got like loads of yummy things and like the mac and cheese, I got that today, and boy, that is just something so good. Something so good. And the next tavern title will be announced next week, as well as the field journal, because I've decided that I want to do it twice per chapter. So we still have a bit of a way to go before that. And yeah, so next week all of that will happen, and I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited for the next field prompt. I'm gonna cook up something really good, and hopefully I get some iconic answers for that as well. But yeah, let's go. Now it's time for episode 3. Let's go. Tree branches woven as thread, ambient hazed air, a scent so sweet and intoxicating. Felix stood frozen in place. He was surrounded no more by the forest he so dearly knew. No, The silver moonlight had been replaced with a shimmery amber glow, and the world around him bent in impossible ways. Was it daytime? It was hard to tell, as everything before him felt blurred and dreamlike. Was this a dream? He pinched himself to the point where he almost started tearing through skin. Ouch! Felix's heartbeat returned to the slightest as he eyed his surroundings. He was still in a forest. However, this one was more enveloping, vibrant, and ancient. That gave Felix pause. Where actually was he? He had never seen such a scene in his life. And oh Lord, what was that smell? It was like a concoction of honey and the sweetest of flowers, and it both nauseated and entranced him. He stepped forward, expecting the moss to swallow him up, but no, it was as soft as a pillow. Behind him, there were no signs of the path he'd come from, which would have usually worried him had he not been so spellbound by his surroundings. He paved his way through the small patch that led somewhere. The forest felt impossibly alive. Birds swept through the massive trees as rabbits and squirrels scampered through the moss, each creature somehow looking far too perfect to belong to the real world. Felix turned a corner and his awe was replaced with absolute, complete terror. Standing before him on the path was a group of bears, each one so large that Felix now really thought he must be hallucinating. He had never seen anything like these creatures, not only because of their size, but also their fur that shimmered with a strange silver glow. If he winced, he could even make out strange patterns on them. Were they shaped as moons? Focus, please. If they caught a scent of him and they felt threatened, he'd be gone in less than seconds. Literally. He crept to the side with a level of stealth he didn't even know that he possessed, trying to see if he could somehow hide himself in a bush. He suddenly heard a snap and, stars preserve me! He had stepped on a twig. Wow, a twig was going to be the death of him. Poetic. The bear's head shot toward him, and Felix knew his time had come. Soon they'd be ripping into his neck, and oh my god, so dark yet truthful. Or he gazed up, and the bear in the front was looking directly into his eyes. Or not directly, really. It felt like they were looking past him. He made some minor movements with his hands, which was clever as per usual, but that spurred no reaction from the bears. What was going on? He dared to step forward, expecting them to leap, but yet again, no. They slowly turned their heads and went back to grazing on the berry bushes, and voila! Everything was back to normal. Felix took a few slow, trembling steps forward and realized that they truly couldn't see him. So strange, but oh my god, cool? Wait, had he somehow been enchanted with the magic that made him invisible? What else had he been afflicted by? But oh, wait, that might not be the best thing. He was now just beside the mystical bears, and they seemed so at peace. He wonders why he never heard of these creatures, even in his books, as they were the most beautiful yet terrifying beings he had ever witnessed. One bear looked particularly majestic and was also looking directly at him. He stilled. This wasn't like before. The bear studied him with an expression Felix couldn't quite place. Its eyes, silvered like the moon, yet strangely warm. The gazes held for what felt like an eternity before the creature finally looked away. The bear knew Felix was here, but did it possibly know why? Felix trudged along the path, still in shock and awe, until he reached an area where the trees had somehow grown even denser. Some sort of wall blocked his path, though it was difficult to make out through the darkness, as almost all light had been swallowed. He grazed his hands along the cold stone, searching for some sign of a way up, but the surface was unnaturally smooth. In his village, most homes were made of wood, and even the stone buildings were rough and uneven. Not like this. Ivy snaked down one section particularly far, And as Felix pushed through it, his hand suddenly met something colder still, a door handle. Well, ruin it is, he muttered as he pressed it down. He was met with cold air, darkness, and music.